Brandon Tarasovich here again. I just made the other video about the Glock 26 and the CCW and the USCCA membership. This video, I'm going to show you guys how to tear down the Glock 26. Actually, it's not hard. It resembles all of the Glock teardowns. It's not just for this make and model. It's for most makes and models are pretty easy to tear down. This is just for Glock itself. Now this specific teardown is the same all the way across the Glock board, so it's not just this size. So this is for the new shooters and people that are looking for help on how to do this. So it's very easy. Just make sure you do it safely. Obviously, there's no mag in there. There's no round in there. You know, it's always best to double check to make sure. I have the round set to the side. It's nowhere near here, so I know I can't make a mistake. It's clear. After you know that it's clear, it's kind of put it to the front. You know, use the trigger. Fire after the rounds are clear. Make sure there's not going to be anything that comes out. No projectiles. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of wrap your hand around here to the back of the firearm and pull back, you know, to where you can almost see the tip of the barrel and the spring. And there's little buttons right here on each side. There's like little springs. You're going to use both your pointer finger and your thumb and pull down on those towards the trigger. Pull down towards the trigger and let go. Now, a lot of the times the slide might come forward. This time it's not going to do it for me because the springs aren't fully set. Sometimes you just got to pull the trigger. It's not a big deal. It's not going to harm the firearm. It is what it is. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't got to do it. Now, frame, slide, polymer, Cerakote slide. So, during a slide inspection, make sure it's greased up. Make sure it's not too dirty. Always make sure there's plenty of lube on the rails and stuff like that. And don't overdo it, but enough to where it's not going to cause a lot of friction. This is the dual spring that I was talking about in the last video. Very easy to take off. Just kind of compress it, pull it towards you, and kind of just pop it off and away from the slide. Easy. The barrel, same thing, just comes right out. Okay. Now you have an empty slide that you can just kind of lubricate and do whatever you got to do with. Inspect for any damages or anything like that. It's pretty good for me because I just cleaned it. You know, now this is ready to be lubed and cleaned, ready to be lubed and cleaned. The polymer itself, the frame, you know, just lube the rails. There's 4 different points of contact that you need to lube. Rail here, rail there, rail here, rail there. Make sure those are nice and lubed up so that there's less friction, especially after shooting the firearm. Make sure that you lube those up and clean them up enough because the more friction, you know, the more wear. So always be careful, always clean it, always lube it, and you'll be good to go. To assemble, just put the slide in first, or not slide, put the barrel back in first. You'll hear it click in place. When you're putting the dual spring in, always put the plastic out with the barrel. Never keep it inside the slide because it's putting it in wrong, and you're gonna have some problems there. This plastic button, there's always a metal button and there's a plastic button. Plastic button out, facing the same way as the barrel. Kind of compress the spring back up again. Make sure it's sitting on that rest of the barrel. There's a rest that this spring has to sit on. If it's not seated properly, it could malfunction when firing a firearm. So always inspect to make sure that spring is seated correctly, and you'll be good to go. After, you know, installing again, make sure there's no problems with how you just did that. Double check it, good to go. Double check this, good to go. Again, firearms are already empty, as you know. Follow those 2 rails into the slide. And make sure you're doing it correctly, and you'll see that it gets a little tight going to the back. Don't be afraid, just keep pushing it back and you'll hear a click. Perfect, it's seated. Now, obviously, it just looks like a regular firearm with no mag in it. Double check to make sure there's no round in it. It's the best way to teach yourself firearm safety. Lock it to the rear. Use this button right here or this button right here as you slide it. I'll show you. As you slide it back, lock it. So push it back and then put that button up. that will lock it to the rear. This button goes in that groove right there, and it will lock to the rear, and you'll be able to see that it is completely clear. No mag, no round. And you're good to go. In this step, still keep the mags away, because I have 4 loaded mags over here. Keep them away for a second here while you're going through the inspections and everything. Always practice the trigger finger safety, okay? Glocks do not come with, you know, the physical safety on the frame or anything. So your finger is your safety. Always practice firearm safety. Do not make the mistake that many have made, including myself, and you know, do something silly. It happens every day, happens all the time. Even the best of the best make this mistake. It's easy to make that mistake. Don't do it. Be safe. Keep your ammo away from you as you do this, and enjoy your Glock. It's a beautiful thing. Make sure it's clean, make sure it's lubricated. Just make sure you do it safe, as I said. Have a good day, guys.